The Great War is over. All we want is to return home. To the new republic, born in the heart of Europe. But we are stuck as the escalating civil war blocks the direct path to the west. The only way out is to the east, through territory disputed between the Red and White armies. We have to take an armored train across Siberia, and then safe passage home by ship. It is our only chance to survive this long journey. It might be our last train home.
Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing Last Train Home, or at least the demo. It's the Nextfest demo came out. It was actually a person in my Discord suggested this game. Not because they had played the demo, they just saw it on Steam, thought it looked cool, and a couple days later there was a demo out for it, which is a brilliant opportunity to give it a go. But it's amazing, it's really good, I love it. It is absolutely right on, up my street. They were right on the money. So one thing I will point out straight away, because I know this will be a point of contention for a lot of people, because people always get funny about language. So audio language, you can put on immersive, and then they will speak in whatever native tongue they're speaking in. It'll be, they'll speak in the language that the character is supposed to be speaking in at the time, right? I'm just putting it on English, because otherwise I'm going to have to read out everything, and I'll be talking over the immersive stuff, so it's not going to be immersive one way or the other, right? So I'm just going to let them actually speak in a language which presumably you will understand, or else why would you be listening to me? Why would you be watching my channel where I'm speaking in English? So this way everyone will know what everyone's saying, and I won't have to speak over them in order to read out the subtitles for my audience who are going to be, just listening along, basically. So anyway, new journey. So basically we're on a train. We are trying to get across country by train, but there's tactical stuff. There'll be a journey with management, managing the train, managing the people on the train, our resources, all the rest of it, and then there's going to be like the tactical stuff. So they're separate kind of elements, and the difficulty actually allows you to lean into the thing you most want to focus on, which I think is really good. Road trip makes everything easy, tactician makes the management stuff easy, but the tactical stuff is more difficult for people who want to get get a challenge from that and not have to worry about the management. Quartermaster, the opposite. If you want to be big on management but not big on the real-time tactical stuff, so you don't have to worry about it. Commander is the default setting, which is the hardest. Everything's hard, which is sort of the point. This is supposed to be fairly grueling. So, I love that that's a thing. I thought I'd point that out. We're playing on Commander, but it's worth pointing out, I think. I like it when games do that. When they have, a couple of different facets to them. If you're not really for part of it, you can just make that bit easy and focus on enjoying the rest, which is great. So anyway, let's start the journey.
During the Great War, later known as World War I, the Czechoslovak Legion was commissioned to fight on Russia's behalf in exchange for support for an independent Czechoslovak Republic. However, the Great War exacted tremendous loss of life and economic collapse in Russia, igniting a revolution that deposed the Tsar and devolved into a bloody civil war. The Bolsheviks established the Red Army to consolidate power and rule over a united Russia, whereas the White Army rallied to oppose the Reds. The Czechoslovak Legion was now in a very delicate position, an armed force in a foreign land with no clear allegiance to the Reds or Whites. Moreover, Russia's western borders were still held by powers opposing the establishment of Czechoslovakia. Thus, the Czechoslovak Provisional Government ordered the legionaries to remain neutral and travel eastward to Vladivostok to board ships back to Europe. Nonetheless, during its evacuation via the Trans-Siberian Railway, the Legion became embroiled in armed conflicts affecting the course of the Russian Civil War. Now, we learn the story of The Last Train Home, a work of fiction inspired by the writings of a brilliant member of the Czechoslovak Legion and a veritable instrument of history. The story begins with an ambitious captain under the command of Major Gazdik who leads the last unit of Czechoslovak legionaries, headed to Vladivostok by armored train. Cheer up, Captain. The train needs a checkup and we can be on our way. I heard you bragged you'd be a better major than I am. So, let's see how well you do in command. Let's take a squad and go trade with the local miller, while the rest of the legionaries look after the train.
Well, alright.
Yes?
So, yeah, this is the tactical layer.
Understood.
So command your boys about. You can command them all separately. They all have their own abilities. And actually, like Realms of Ruin that we played recently, you actually can tab through them to highlight their, you know, their specific things that you want. But anyway, so yeah, very cool. Here's our train. We've got a bunch of guys loitering around, getting ready.
I'm listening. Yes, sir.
And off we go. Let's follow some markers about, shall we?
On my way.
I smell smoke. That's not good.
Hurry up!
The mills are destroyed. Fortunately, it seems nobody was around to get hurt. Hurry and collect the sacks with food supplies before they burn too.
Your orders.
Pretty grim.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's all of them we can grab. So obviously, they're in a position of wondering who burnt these down.
Who in their right mind would burn a flour mill?
Understood.
We have to talk to the miller. The farmhouse is nearby. Let's go.
So one thing, this is a very
Yes, sir.
simple thing, right? But even though this is sort of a story
I'll
moment,
see to it.
and we're just sort of in a, you know, we're not in like the middle of a war zone.
Moving.
Everyone's still running around. It's really snappy. People are getting from A to B really quickly. I really appreciate that in a game like this,
Okay,
where
I'm
you can just
going.
quickly explore.
I'll see to it.
I think it's really good. It's a small thing, but so many games like this
Yes,
that sort
sir.
of try and do like a gritty, realistic thing. Everything is so slow.
Moving. Do you think this is the miller's house?
If someone is still alive in there, it is our duty to try and help.
Understood. I'll see to it.
Someone's lying there.
I'll see to
Are
it.
you here to kill me now?
No, ma'am. We are Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. We wanted to buy supplies from your mill, but found it burning. Who did this?
Bolsheviks. They demanded we hand over our winter supplies in the name of Lenin. My son refused. We have a family to feed, he said. So they killed him. And the children. You soldiers are all the same. Killing is all you know. Just leave and let me die in peace.
If the Bolsheviks wanted food, why did they leave the sacks to burn with the mill?
It was never about the food. This is what you get for refusing to collaborate with the Red Army. The Reds who burned this farm may not know we are here,
Yes,
but we
sir.
can't risk the train. Find a good spot to scout the train track ahead. If there's trouble, at least we'll be ready.
Just looking around, see if anything we can save from the fire. Doesn't seem like it.
Finding cover,
So, a lot of pumpkins.
as you wish.
I do wish for pumpkins.
Yes, sir.
Let's see the mini-map down the bottom, of course, where you can see
Consider it done.
where our next objective is.
Assuming position.
Got some cloth.
Moving.
So I quickly checked to see if there's anything else I can grab.
Most certainly.
Okay, moving on.
As you wish.
Very somber
Send
scenes up
someone
here.
with binoculars to that ledge. A scout. Now, Captain.
Yeah, let's move up here.
It's the Reds who killed the miller's family and burned everything. They deserve to die.
Stand down, soldier. The Red Army will answer for crimes against their own countryfolk, but not to us. We are still in Russian lands and have a long way ahead of us. We don't want to be making enemies.
Not to mention causing diplomatic incidents that endanger our new republic.
Enough chatter. Get back to the train. Maybe we can find more supplies on the way.
Such a tense position
As you wish!
for this legion to be in. It's a really cool story. I had never heard
Understood.
of this sort of, event in history. How there was just sort of this wild card
Soldiers haven't seen action
during the
for a
Civil War.
while. How about some target practice on the scarecrows?
Not scarecrows. They're stuffed witches.
Watch out for Baba Yaga, the mother of all witches.
Less talking, more shooting. As you wish.
But yeah, it's very cool. I had no idea about this part of history. I know this is a fictionalization of it, it's a a dramatization, I guess, but
Yes, sir.
the fact that they actually have in cutscenes, it's framed from a historian's point of view. They're able to say what is, what the book is based upon, the reality of it, which I think is really cool.
Take that, Baba Yaga.
Because a lot of games like this, it can be hard to tell what is like, what were true events and what is just
Yes,
like some
sir.
silly
I'll do it.
bit of drama they're adding for the sake of the game, So I kind of love that.
Sir.
Gives it amount of like a certain degree of like authenticity of like,
Moving.
I don't know, keeps it grounded in what's real, makes sort of shocking bits
Yes,
all the
sir.
more shocking, and everything just a hell of a lot more tense to know that
I'll
this
see
is
to it,
something
sir.
that real people had to contend with, sort of trying their best not to pick a side. It was incredibly precarious,
As you wish.
So yeah, it's cool stuff. Alright, well we grabbed a bunch of things. I guess that'll do. Let's head to the exit.
Please leave no one behind. Bring the whole squad here before giving the command to leave.
Okay, done. Yep. Mission accomplished. Victory. Victory! We have completed the mission to watch a mill burn down. Your brave and resilient soldiers successfully completed all the main objectives. The mission was to trade for some food with the locals, but we found the mill burning and the miller and his family dead. We are victorious. We spotted the Red Squad, responsible for the crime, but Major Gazdik, I hope I'm saying that right, chose to avoid confrontation. We tried and succeeded. So, they all get experience. All these are characters that we've been taking on missions. They're not just like, it's not like a strategy game where it's just like, you have got a sniper, an infantryman, a machine gunner. No, these are all named characters that we'll probably, get attached to. Which I always find enjoyable in a game like this. And also, horrible, just gut-wrenching, actually, because you can lose characters and you're like, no, they were useful, I liked them, which is great. Anyway, so we got some loot, we got 30 food, 50 cloth, 20 fuel. Hopefully that'll help. As you and others board the train, empty-handed, a discussion... Well, it wasn't completely empty-handed, I'll have you know. A discussion ensues about the recent events. Some feel enraged, some uneasy. You are lost in thought about the experience of being in command. Major Gazdi grabs you by the shoulder, snapping you out of it. You did well, Captain, but you should stop bragging and start playing the role you hope for. Today you learned the bread and butter of commanding. Things never go the way you imagined. We shouldn't have just let the Reds leave. They should pay for their actions, killing people, stealing and destroying food. Our provisional government said we should avoid conflicts. We cannot go around passing sentences as we see fit. We need to follow orders. So this is fun as well. The fact that things will be sort of swayed by the people that we have on our train, So the situation was affected because Maximilian Drap has the trait intelligent. Look what they do to their own people. What do you imagine they'll do to us when we actually face them, considering we're a sizable military force in their country while civil war is brewing? We have to be neutral, we're soldiers and need to follow orders, or think about the consequences if we caught them red-handed as they kill civilians. Yeah, it's a tough one. Because can we let that slide? Is that something we can do? They'd be thrilled to see us there. I bet they tell everyone how Czechoslovak legionaries shot an honest miller and his family, burned the mill and let the food be destroyed. Shall we proceed to Moscow then, as planned, or are we expecting trouble? We will go to Moscow to pick up my future advisor, Captain Langer. He is currently working to negotiate our safe passage to Vladivostok. Let's hope the negotiations will bear fruit. Indeed, speaking of fruit, since we didn't manage to replenish our supplies, we'll stop at the next station to do so. Dismissed. New quest. The journey begins. go to Sukinichi to get more supplies for the long journey. Well, there it is. Yeah, we're chugging along. Oh, wow, you can zoom right in. Hi there. Hi there, train. Our locomotive strength. We can attach more cars at some point. Got good storage capacity, apparently. Base capacity is 6,000. We have raised walls as well, which help. Fun. So, we can zoom right out and look around the map. Moscow's all the way over here. We have quite a long way to travel to get there. I wonder if the game ends when we get to Moscow, or we have to then flee it. You know, head all the way back to, you know, the new Republic of Czechoslovakia. Is that the title that it's going with? I'm actually not sure. It changes names a lot through history, so, you know, and borders, I guess. You know, is it Czech Republic and Slovakia, or is it Czechoslovakia? Where are we? You know, where are we sat on that right now in this history? I don't know, but regardless. The train stops several dozens of meters before the station. There is another train blocking your path. As you and others exit the train, you are greeted with grave silence and a few rifles aimed in your direction from near the station. Towards you, a tall Red Army officer is walking, accompanied by 2 soldiers. Greetings, legionaries. My name is Adam Morotsov, who is in command of your unit. Major Gazdik steps off the train and shakes Morotsov's hand firmly. You glimpse his other hand resting on the hilt of his trench knife, a sure sign he smells trouble. And you know he is rarely wrong. Major Otakar Gazdik, rather. I'm in command of this train. To what do I owe the pleasure, General? Morotsov betrays a look of mixed amusement and satisfaction, evidently unsure if the Major has recognized his rank by the insignia on his uniform, or through his reputation as a hero of the Great War. A mere coincidence. I was visiting family nearby. Nevertheless, our encounter is most fortunate, as I have a proposition, one of mutual interest. What do you want, Morotsov? Do tell, I'm all yours. Indeed, and that's how it should be, my friend, because it is in my power to ensure your safe passage through Russia. That is what you want, is it not? All you need to do is hand over your weapons. Give up our weapons? To you? I don't think so. You'd probably use them to shoot us, and then burn the entire station to the ground. You are not the first legionaries to pass through here. Your countrymen handed over their weapons without incident. For your soldiers' sake, do as I ask, or you will regret it. Oh, I'm sure you intend to let us be on our merry way, completely unscathed, with a full belly and a happy heart. I've said my piece, General. Start shooting, or get out of our way. It's your choice. Morotsov stares silently as at Gazdik, rather. A few legionaries shift uneasily and unsling their rifles, which until now had been shouldered despite the obvious threat. Then Morotsov slowly raises his hand and smiles. There is no hint of deception in his expression. He seems at ease, almost pleased. I appreciate your candor, Major. I think we both know where we stand, until we meet again. So I really admire the sort of position of going, no. You'll have to take it from our, our cold, dead hands, because handing over the weapons to the Red Army then basically is the same as siding with the Red Army. Even if they did survive that, there's no winning here, right? You got to hold firm, or there's no way out of that. You'll bump into the the White Army and get killed for arming the Red Army, right? It's just not a good situation, no matter who you side with, basically. With a polite nod, Morotsov turns away, and followed by his soldiers, he boards the Red's train and departs. Everyone's a bit rattled. The departure of the train reveals the station. There, a disaster. Okay, well, we completed the quest, we got there, and let's get all those supplies. I'm sure there'll be no complications. Okay, so we're to create a new squad for the mission. Recommended size is 5, difficulty is 1. Some potential rewards there, lovely. And the mission cost is 8 power? I don't know. It's 8 something. So, Antonin Kura, Bedřich Kopecki, Josef Mejlik, Magdalena Zameka, and Maximilian Drupp. I'm sure I have said all of those wrong. but, you know, I'm trying. So, let's confirm. Alright, let's deploy this slot. What's all this, actually? Oh, we can edit or disband them. So, interestingly, I guess this will be, yeah, Squad 1, which we can then just choose to deploy in a mission. If we create another squad later on, then we can deploy that instead, so we can sort of alternate between groups. For whatever reason, like injuries, maybe fatigue will play a factor? I'm not really sure. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out as we play.
Something's wrong. It's too quiet
Your
here.
orders, sir.
Move out, but keep your eyes and ears open.
So you'll notice the different kinds of cover as well. See how that's like blocked in and that isn't? I think it's a really nice quick way to see how good the cover is as you're moving
Taking
around.
cover.
They do automatically sort of find places to stand, which I think is really nice.
Understood.
So it does keep it
We've left
snappy.
Some of the villagers alive.
Yes, sir.
I think they need help.
Oh, okay. Well, let's heal the civilian. Now we just got another medic. We already have one. We've just got another one showed up, which is convenient.
We're
There we go.
Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. Can you tell us what happened here?
The Red Army came for recruits and provisions. We told them to leave, but they just laughed and took whatever they wanted. They killed everyone who resisted. We saw trucks full of artillery shells driving towards the river. My sister lives there. I'm worried sick. Please, help.
We came here to trade for supplies, not to get involved in Russian affairs. But the Reds attacked us before. They are clearly up to no good here. We simply cannot risk the train. So, we have to go and find out what is going on.
Looks like they sabotaged the bridge. We'll have to fix it to cross. You can find tools and materials in a nearby camp. Right over there.
I'm waiting.
Oh, alright then. And there's a medical kit over
I'm
there,
ready.
in case we
I
want
can
to
do that.
So that's nice.
Okay, I'm going.
And yes, I'm going for a wonder.
Yes, sir.
I know, I should be headed up that way.
Moving.
Let's see if we can't find anything else. I don't know, maybe there's like a... I don't know, a Sherman tank lying around. I know, wrong country, era, and everything. But you never know. You never know. It's a video game. It's okay. Anything can happen.
Okay, I'm going.
Enemy spotted!
Oh?
Assuming position.
Alright, let's book it. Alright, start blasting. Okay, looks like we're sorting them out. They kind of got us flanked there. I'm not
Assuming
happy about.
position.
Hello there. Yeah, I
Looks
did it.
like we're clear.
Taking cover.
Does look like it, that's true. Alright, up we go.
I'll see to it.
The enemy seems to hold a good defensive position with full cover. If we don't have the range or grenades, we'll have to storm their position.
Enemy spotted!
Orders.
In other words, select the Bedřich Kopecky, and I'm going to charge him with our bayonet charge.
Let's go!
Say understood.
Stab.
I don't see any
Yes?
more of them.
Amazing.
Moving.
It's very satisfying, that. Okay, let's continue to...
This place is crawling with Reds. We should consider remaining undetected for as long as possible. Just please make sure
thanks,
no one
Bob.
fires by accident. Gunshots are not very stealthy.
silent mode. Stops people shooting,
Spotted!
and if you right-click, they don't start shooting. They will, well,
He won't.
Enemy spotted!
punt them into space, pretty much.
I'll deal with that one.
See, look.
Rest
Stab
in hell,
into orbit.
comrade.
Moving.
It's very good. Tactical view. What about tactical view? What are you talking about? Tactical view, you can check important info. Plan next steps. Okay. I think it just means when you hit space. It goes into tactical view. I guess shows all the cover positions and things. Yeah, it's space to pause.
Ready,
It's real
sir.
time and pause.
Orders? He won't see it coming.
Alright, let's have the medics do all the
I'll
killing.
deal with that one.
Good. Now that the nasty business is done,
I can do that.
let's see how bad the situation is. Taking cover.
Found a repair kit.
Yes.
We've got what we need to repair the bridge now.
Okay, good. Now we can use a repair kit
Orders?
to repair
I'll
this.
see to it.
And also you can use this thing, this little dispensary,
I'm waiting.
to heal up. And building a bridge. Boop.
Moving.
If there's a watchtower around, we should capture it to get a better view of the surrounding area.
I'll see to it.
Okay, so now we need to go over to this tower. And so I've played through this level before, if that wasn't, already obvious. I've been
Okay,
preempting
going.
things. So I was very confused here for ages because I had everyone over here, nothing seemed to be happening. So I was just like, yeah, just nothing at all.
Ready as you wish.
The flag gonna go up? Anything gonna happen? No, of course not. We're in silent mode. We're sneaking around. How are you gonna take control of a position by, like, tiptoeing around it, are you? Nah, that'd be silly. So this is a mechanic I quite like.
Enemy spotted.
It actually gives
Those
you
must
line
be
of
the
sight
trucks
like this.
used to transport artillery shells. We must stop them.
There's nothing a grenade can't stop.
Let's just make sure we're not too close when they explode.
Your orders? Let's see what's there.
Go and grab some grenades. Hoof them over.
Throwing grenade!
So yes, hello fellow humans. Who speaks like that? Anyway, so they're all dead now.
That bridge looks perfect for an ambush. We should not proceed until we figure out what could await us on the other side. Does anyone have binoculars?
Yeah, I really enjoy
way,
this
as you wish.
as a tutorial.
Yes.
I think it's very clever. So the snipers have the ability to recon,
Take a look.
and so we're going to do just that.
Enemy spotted.
Lot of enemies. Awful lot of enemies.
Oh, they know we're here. They'll be coming for us. Let's set up the machine gun and give them hell.
So now we need to go to Antonin Kura.
Taking position.
Your orders?
You're up moving.
Alright. Good. I don't quite understand how you
Wise decision.
position yourselves, but that's okay.
Awaiting orders.
Now you can set up focused fire.
Here will do.
How have you done it?
Here they come.
There we go.
Stand
Now
your
he's set up.
ground.
What is it?
Also going to hoof a grenade. It's, just satisfying, isn't it? Grenade didn't do
The
much.
rest of them are not stupid enough to come at us after watching their buddies by on the bridge.
So let's call in an artillery strike and make those bastards pay for their crimes.
We have the power of train. Train powers, activate.
Look at her blow.
We came here to get supplies for our journey. Let's get them and leave this place.
Ready. Understood.
Okay.
I feel bad taking the supplies. The Reds must have stolen them from the villagers.
The villagers are dead.
Yes.
And we will be too if we don't get moving.
I'll see.
So I find the best way to grab a bunch of stuff
Coal.
is you can just tab, like click on a thing and then tab to get to the next person. Because when you're telling them to
Isn't
grab
food
resources,
our most precious resource?
Oh, of course. At the next depot, we should buy a locomotive that runs on berries. Maybe we can also burn berries to keep warm on the train as we cross Siberia.
We can use cloth for uniforms and blankets. We'll be headed deep into Siberia and
And winter is coming.
carry on.
so yeah, it's whoever's sort of focus, whoever's got sort of the focus,
Moving.
So whoever's sort of down here, they're the ones who are going to grab particular resources or, interact with anything. It's them. So just tabbing through, you can queue up a bunch of orders.
Whoever left all this ammo behind must be very proficient with the bayonet.
Well, if my machine gun runs out of ammo, it's dead weight. I just call for artillery support.
Alright, well. Looks like we're done. Your brave and resilient soldiers successfully completed all the main objectives. Mesa Gazdik sent us to scout a village ahead. We found the Reds had massacred the villagers and plundered whatever they could. We even caught them in the middle of preparing an ambush on our train, so we had to deal with them. We tried and succeeded. So, okay. Oh, we assigned medals. This is a fun thing. So, this lad just charged a gun emplacement and stabbed a guy. And actually the medic also killed a bunch of people. And also, Magda here was just giving us great advice the whole way through. Antonin was also a machine gunner for that. He did a good job. I think those lot have earned it. I mean, Maximilian did expertly use his binoculars, but I feel like the rest of the folks were a bit more left a bit more of an impact on the mission. Anyway. So they level up. So it's just bonus experience with medals, which I kind of like. Also, if you're giving a bunch of medals to someone, it feels like you are specifically investing in those people. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to get more attached. They're going to be better, and you were the one who actively chose for them to improve ahead of everyone else. So you're going to get really attached. At least I assume so. I'm going to get attached, I'm sure. So, yeah, we did all the things. We got loads of experience for it. I don't know what that does. Combat role experience, is that what leveled up all of our people? Or is that separate? I don't know. But regardless, seems good. We got experience. So we also found some fuel, a bunch of cloth, some food, but we did get a lot of equipment. Loads of rifle ammo, grenades, medical kits, smoke bombs, handgun ammo, sleep flasks. These are filled with a strong sleep-inducing drug used for the sleep flask skill, so presumably knocking out guards and things. But I don't know, maybe not. But I assume so. And landmines as well. Nice. So, seems like a good fool. Back on the train, the soldiers discussed the confrontation with Morozov at the station, as well as the violence the Reds enacted against unarmed villagers. Most, though not all, feel that the artillery strike on the Reds encampment was justified. Major Gazdik is lost in thought. I think the Reds are expecting us, setting a trap perhaps. What I don't understand is why. And why now? Isn't Captain Langer conducting negotiations in Moscow? He is, but we don't know the outcomes of these negotiations. Everyone get to your posts. I have letters to write. And the train is not going to get us to Moscow by itself. Dismissed. New quest, storm on the horizon. Go to Moscow and meet with Langer, who will serve as an advisor. So, of course, the obvious, the sort of elephant in the room here is the Reds win. So it's a bit, we might be heading to Moscow. It's just like, oh, right, we've just been killing all the people who actually run the place now, and none of these people are ever going to support us in establishing a republic. So, it could be pretty grim. I know this seems odd because, spoilers, it's history, right? But because I don't know the history of this legion and enough about sort of the history of, Czechoslovakia or the Czech Republic or whatever it is at the time. The fact that I don't know which title it's going by or anything yet is evident of that, right? I kind of want this to teach me, because I want to get surprised, which might be a weird way to play this game. But, I think games can and should be educational, so I intend to learn. So, new legionaries joined you. Alfred Kraus and Altspeter Vybiralova and Dusan Hudetchek, possibly. Again, I'm doing my best. So, we just got a short rifle, a Nagant revolver, and a SRM 1895 sniper rifle. Cool. Okay, to move the train forward, the locomotive needs a worker, an engineer, and fuel. We got some rank ups as well for people. So Do I depart, or do you want me to equip those things? Where would I do that? So this is where I left off when I was trying things out before. Oh, we have a towing bull, apparently. Oh, these are different cars. Ah, interesting. Interesting indeed. I'm glad I got the artillery car. That's certainly useful. So we can't just say where to go and say what supplies we need. I wonder if at some point, if we like run really low on supplies, we can like send people off, you know, sort of laterally from the tracks to like, you know, go into this area or there or something. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued by all this. So let's depart. Oh, time's paused right now. Let's maybe undo that. So we can go faster. Fast speed, less efficient fuel consumption, faster threat level reduction. Oh, so threat level is going to go up, is it? Ooh. So enemies are going to be maybe chasing us or something. Or be able to prepare more as we're heading in. Ooh. So yeah, there's considerations here. If we're rich on resources, maybe we just want to blast through. Yeah, this game has me very intrigued. Very intrigued indeed. Also, there's 4 skulls next to Moscow, which makes you think that's going to be a difficult mission. I mean, we're going to go all the way there. Surely we're not going to end up all the way there straight away, right? Alright, yeah, tell you what, guys. I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. I think I'm going to end the episode here with mysteries ahead. And, yeah, I'll carry on for a second episode. At least. I have no idea how long this demo is, but I kind of want to play all of the demo because I'm really enjoying this. So, yeah, I'm happy to have you guys, you know, come along for the journey. You know, all aboard, I say. So, guys, if you haven't booked a ticket yet, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
It is our only chance to survive this long journey. It might be our last train home.